really have hate in their heart. They're trying to focus on whatever mistakes he made in his life, and that's not getting any traction because the American people, north, south, east, west, rich, poor, white, black, brown, we're all recognizing, and I think there's a realization and awakening that communities of color, especially the black community, has been disenfranchised, not just in terms of the disproportionality of bad policing when it occurs, it impacts them, but also I think there's finally a recognition that there's a lot of work to be done because we need to work on education, preschool education. We need to work on so much that needs to be addressed that I'm seeing. When I see my NASCAR drivers this morning, I was driving in, recognizing, acknowledging that Black Lives Matter. People that have never in their lifetimes have said those words. That's a new movement, and I'm very confident with the help of the Congress and here locally with our mayor, Mayor Turner.
It is personal, and we are still seeking to overcome, okay? And and life is hard. And what happened to him was uncalled for, okay? So now he's come home. This will be his final resting stop. We will bury him physically, but the spirit of George will live on. And what you want to do now every day is that you don't want little boys and little girls, like the little girl that I've seen, everybody's seen, that initially her impression was to be fearful of police. You don't want that. And so we have to build a community in which police and community feel as though they're on the same team, working to advance the same principles.
Hello, everyone, on this day of prayer, where we try to understand God's plan in our pain. To George's family and friends, Jill and I know the deep hole in your hearts when you bury a piece of your soul deep in this earth. As I've said to you privately, we know you will never feel the same again. For most people, the numbness you feel now will slowly turn day after day, season after season into purpose through the memory of the one they lost. But for you, that day has come before you can fully grieve. And unlike most, you must grieve in public. And it's a burden. A burden that is now your purpose to change the world for the better in the name of George Floyd. Like so many others, I've watched with awe as you summon the absolute courage to channel God's grace and show the good man George was. To stir justice too long dormant, to move millions to act peacefully and purposefully. But among all the people around the world who feel connected to this tragedy are the ones who lost something that can never ever be replaced.